Welcome everyone. Today we'll have a special video on the banner prediction of patch 2.3 Albedo and also Eula banner. As you guys know, in the live stream, two of the banners were revealed to be running simultaneously at the same time for patch 2.3. So in this video, we'll have a look at the list of available 4-star characters and we'll be selecting about 6 of them for 2 new banners. So this was quite interesting, because maybe there's some characters like Bennett you really want, and he will likely be on a very special banner. We'll also look at the patterns of the previous characters on the frequencies to determine the repetition of those 6 characters, and also how the weapon banner will affect the character banner, and how this goes together with all the hints and also clues from the live stream. So this is one of our first prediction video, which will be looking at 2 of the banner predictions, and I'll go through with you guys the exact ideas and also marketing themes behind those. Because surprisingly enough guys, there's a lot of focus on Albedo and there's not much focus on Eula, and this actually makes Eula more popular with her 4 stars. And finally, we'll have a look at some of the predictions on the future reruns. We were pretty correct on patch 2.3 before, predicting there's a lot of Geo characters. So as for patch 2.4, there's some ideas of expecting more reruns and also expecting new characters and also new 4 stars. And maybe we'll get some more double banners. So let's go into the video and then see how we go. Now, similar to all of our prediction videos, this is based on 100% from official information from the live stream from all the related banners from the past. So over here we have checked all the banners since patch 1.0 up to patch 2.2, and we will be using those information on the frequency of characters and also how likely they will appear. There seems to be some default methods of marketing those characters. And we can notice that the basic rules, there will not be any duplicate of the elements of the 4-star characters, and no recent characters will be available. What they mean by that is, so notice the child banner and also Hu Tao banner, those 4-star characters likely won't appear, unless this is actually changed with the double banners, which we'll see. And we won't be seeing Lisa, Amber or Kaya, which this might also change, because now we have 2 banners at once. Maybe we start to see Lisa, Amber and Kaya, and those characters are pretty interesting with high constellations. So what we also want to consider is, how does those characters work with Albedo and also Eula, and also with a unique ability and also skill. Albedo will provide a damage support while Eula will deal physical damage, and they actually want characters that helps in these regards. So now coming to the first particular information that is very important for patch 2.3 is that Albedo banner is very likely to have 2 Geo characters. This is because if you guys remember for the live stream on the Ito banner, the Ito banner is revealed to have Ito and also Goro, who are 2 characters that really want a whole team of Geo characters, or at least 3 Geo characters. So what the developer is marketing is to prepare the players for a 4 team of Geo characters that wants to have higher defense. And Albedo is definitely one of them. So since Albedo is core, and we also know that from the child banner, notice Naguan was recently rated up. And that remains for us, for Noelle, to be one of the characters that will be joining with Albedo banner. And she worked perfectly, because Noelle boosts from defense, she wants higher defense. Noelle is also a Claymore character, who is basically a mini Ito. So Noelle is a 4-star Ito. And she's a super strong girl, right? So in that sense, we can pretty much take this away from the banners, that Noelle will definitely come with Albedo's banner. I mean, I wouldn't say definitely, but there's a really high chance. So similarly, if we come to the Eula banner, there is a very high chance of an electro character joining her on the banner, because Eula herself is cryo character. Plus with another electro character, she will be enabling superconduct, and this increases her physical damage dealing, and she wants to do a lot of physical damage. So the character that is most likely to be one of the best support for Eula will be Fessel. Now Fessel consistently debuff enemy with electric damage. She is very popular in terms of the character personality and also a popular support, especially at Constellation 6. So some of the players might be going for Fessel and maybe rolling on Eula's banner. And this also brings us to the marketing perspective. So we have mentioned earlier that during the live stream, as you guys can see, the whole Snowy Mountain, the Albedo voiceovers, there's a big focus on Albedo, and we don't seem to be seeing much of the focus for Eula. Even pretty much the whole patch is focused on patch 2.3 with Albedo, Ito and also Goro. So what does this mean for the players is that although there isn't much mentioning on Eula, it is highly likely the developers will still make her popular, they really want to test how the double banner will work and what are the popular 4-stars they can add on the unit banner. So now that we have enough of the background knowledge, we can also come over here for the list of 4-star characters which will be available in the game. And you can see the Reason 2 banner characters over here. Likely they won't be joining us. And we'll be using this Reddit post from Osaka Mikti over here, who shows the pretty much a visual image of the frequency of characters. If you see the characters on the edge over here, that means they have appeared more frequently in the past 2 patches. And if you see the characters like Barbara over here, that means she haven't appeared multiple times for a while. The last time she appeared was patch 1.6. So using those information, there are a few characters we can take away first. Characters like Rosaria, characters like Shinchu, characters like Sakros. The reason being is that over here we can see those characters have kind of appeared on the bottom line over here, and they have appeared a few times. And this means they pretty much have a more frequency of occurrence. And we can also come over here to the occurrence of characters counted in the game. So from patch 1.0 to patch 2.2, those characters only appear 3 times. But Rosaria is a new character, so she doesn't really fit in the frequency. But characters like Razor and also Bennett have a higher chance. Followed by the character appeared 4 times, and also finally, no character have appeared more than 5 times. I do think Noelle will break that. So that's one of the reasons I took away Shinchu and also Sakros, because they have appeared 5 times. Now let's keep going back to the process of elimination. I don't think we'll be getting Beidou, because similar to Beidou, we also have Electro DPS, which is Razor. Razor also deals physical damage, which is quite important to be aware. And on the same, comparison, we will be taking away Xiaoling, because over here we can see that Xiaoling have appeared on patch 2.1, and she have appeared 4 times. And there's also a lot of other power characters that wanted to be appearing. So now we're left with pretty much 7 characters. So there's another special clue I want to share with you guys. Notice after Diana, Xingyan, and also Rosaria, all those new 4-star characters do have a pattern of repeating about every 4 to 5 patches. So last patch for the Hu Tao banner, we were able to predict that Diana and also Sharu will be coming, because they will be repeating at a 4 banner instance. So if that is the case, we can also predict character like Xingyan will be coming back, and character like Shara and Kojo Shara will be coming back, because this will be the 3rd banner, or pretty much the 4th banner for them to come in. So in essence, we have pretty much left ourselves with about 7 characters, and we'll be picking out 6 characters out of those 7 characters. And what's more interesting is, which of the characters will go with Albedo and which one will go with Eula. Now clearly, if we were to ask most of the players, we know that characters like Bennett, character like Fizzle, character like, Kojo Shara are more popular than other 4-stars. But the question is, how would the developers combine those characters? So one thing I do notice is that we do know there is a free 4-star weapon that is a sword. And if you guys remember the Fascinating Desire, that was really good for character like Bennett or character like Jin. So over here I have made my initial predictions, and based on all of those previous information, I have predicted that the highly likely character for our battle will be Noelle, and similarly, highly likely characters for Eula will be Fizzle. So if we come over here, if we align them in such a way, so we'll leave the first one to be our battle banner, or just put our battle over here. So this is Captain Albedo, and we'll get this one as Eula. So we'll go with the banners over here. So those are the 2 characters initially are predicted. Now the next part is quite interesting. So we want to shift the more popular characters on the Eula banner, and out of all those characters, it has to be Bennett. So if we give Bennett on the Eula banner, the last pyro character that is left has to go onto the Albedo banner, so Xingyan can go onto the Albedo banner. So I also made a small mistake over here. I meant to have Noelle with Albedo, and as we were talking about Bennett, if Bennett goes with Eula and also Xingyan goes with Albedo, this kind of fits, because notice how Eula is getting the most popular 4-star characters, and the Bennett character, he pretty much works with almost any party. Now there is a small chance of this roles being reversed, because if you guys notice, Xingyan also boosts the physical damage dealing. So there's a chance of those characters being reversed, but I do think in terms of popularity, maybe the developers will swap them like this. In terms of effectiveness, I do think Xingyan will actually provide more resourcefulness for Eula, because she actually increased the physical damage dealt with her shield. So let's stay like this for now. So finally, we're left with the remaining characters. Now, one of the reasons Barbara is a high chance character is because that she have not appeared since patch 1.6. So if Barbara is going to appear, then she likely will appear on the team with the more popular characters to balance it out, because Barbara is a free character. So if we put Barbara with Eula, then we're left with one Electro character. The reason I haven't put Barbara on the Albedo team is that we don't really have double Electro. So Eula is a cryo banner, so to have Vessel or Razor at the same team is never have this happened. So that's why we haven't decided to go with Razor or Sarah on the Eula banner. So the only candidate that is left is going to be Barbara. The final touch is going to be that who is going to go on to our battle banner. If we consistently go with all the Claymore characters, this can be with Razor. So Razor can come over here, so our battle will be supporting 3 Claymore characters, when 2 of the Claymore characters also help each other. So Razor wants to do physical damage and also electro damage, while Xingyan will want to give a shield to boost Razor's physical damage, and also Xingyan can work with 2 pyro characters. And finally, if we're not having Razor, we can have Kojo Sarah. So this kind of is a mix and take because we're looking at 2 combination of banners. So I can pretty much for sure to have those 2 characters on the likely banners, but the rest of those characters will come at a mixed combination. So that is why over here I have wrote down my my predictions for the characters. So the likely character for our battle will be Xingyan and also Sarah, and with Razor to be the runner-up. And similar over here, the likely character for Eula will be Bennett and also Barbara, with Razor as runner-up. Now, why is Razor not so popular, or why is Razor over here? The thing is, it is likely Eula will be stronger than Razor, and she's a 5-star. And as for our battle, his main purpose is to prepare for the next banner with Ito and also with Goro. So likely players won't be looking for Razor. And in terms of the focus of appearance, we can see that Razor have appeared around patch 1.6 on the second banner. So in that sense, Razor is, I guess, he's popular and he haven't appeared much because there's 3 counts. Usually the less counts, the higher chance of appearing. So this is the first time we predict double banners, and although we might get some of them correct, it is quite important for us to look at the official review in about a few days time to see if we're correct. And if we are, this will really help us in predicting the future characters. So here are my take of the double banners, and there's a few things to highlight. Now, after the double banners, a lot of things will change. The speed of the characters will be much quicker, because here we're looking at 2 banners per patch, pretty much. And now we can have up to 3 banners or even 4 banners per patch. And this means eventually we'll actually run out of the patterns for the characters. And this is why I said initially, we might even add 3 more characters into those patterns, like Lisa, Amber, or Kaya. So let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think it's nice to have those characters, or do we want to focus on the more popular characters? In terms of the more popular characters, I mean the newer characters like, Xiaoyu, like Sarah, and also like Toma over here. So in that sense, if we have those characters coming more frequently, this will definitely make players have a higher chance of getting high constellations for those characters. Now coming over to our second part. Usually during the banner prediction videos, I also want to touch a bit on the future banners on the next patch. So patch 2.4, why do I call this as a rerun? Is that this will actually take us into the Chinese New Year. And usually Chinese New Year is on February. And we just happen to be able to lap into the Chinese New Year. And this means this is a pretty big patch. In terms of a big patch, popular characters for the Chinese New Year would definitely be Geiyu and also Xiao. There's lower chance of a Kazuha rerun just on the basis that Geiyu and also Xiao represent the Chinese tradition and also they're very popular in the Ring Harbor. While Kazuha is not really ideal for the Chinese players in terms of the theme of the Chinese theme. So we're expecting at least one of those characters to have a rerun. Maybe Geiyu, maybe Xiao, or maybe double banners again. So if the double banner over here works very well, we can have the double banner for Geiyu and also Xiao. Oh gosh, that will be a pretty interesting banner. And after that, in terms of the new characters, depending on the chances of double banner, which I don't think they will do this too often to be honest, so they might just have the Geiyu banner, and in the future have a Xiao banner with Kazuha as a double banner. In terms of the new characters, we're looking at Yamiko and also one more new 4-star. So the pattern of the character reveals and also the characters seems to be focusing on a few of the new 4-stars. So we have had Saru, we have had Sarah, and also we have had Toma. So those are 3 of the new 4-stars. Now if we look at previously with Diana up to Yanfei, we have had a few of the, the new 4-stars. So we're expecting at least one more new 4-star to come into the party, because that was back in Lyric Harbor, and now we're looking at Inazuma. So we're expecting 4 new 4-stars for Inazuma. So we can expect at least one more. And in that sense, what we really want to look for is any official hints of the reruns of the characters. If we only see Yamiko plus another new character, this could be a 4-star and also a 5-star. Now, this will indicate towards a game or the shell rerun. But if we see 2 very popular characters that are likely going to be 5-stars, then the reruns are likely to be delayed to patch 2.5. So let me know what you guys think about those predictions, and because it's a double banner, I spent a little more time to give us more information on predictions and how things will work. So fingers crossed, let's see how we go with the double banner predictions, and we'll talk about the effectiveness and how valuable those banners are if you guys do want to wish for those banners. But keep in mind, they will be the Ito banner, and look forward to the patch 2.4 banners, so this way we know how to spend our promo gems. Now if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.